not really any opportunities as of every single Monday is pretty much a dead, quiet day. We have a little bit of news this week, but not as much as last week. But we're going to see if there's any opportunities. Yeah, so currently Monday. Quickly look at the chart here. As you can see, it's just ranging, just moving side to side really. It's not really doing a lot. But yeah, if there's any opportunities, I'll definitely keep you updated. Let's check up on my girlfriend.
I'm making dinner. It's nearly finished. I've got some mince going on in here. Some mushrooms in here.
Lovely.
And I'm making a cheese sauce.
A whole block of cheese.
I love cheese.
She loves cheese a little bit, yeah.
I've got my cheese sauce going in here.
Okay.
Don't look at it though, because it looks a bit yucky. It looks a bit yucky.
I actually set up a poll this morning at 6 AM asking you all if you'd prefer these videos to be broken into 2 different videos or just one whole week video. As you guys know, last week I broke it into 2 parts, so it was Monday, Tuesday in one video, and then the Wednesday, Thursday in another video. And the reason I did that, I'll just take a seat quickly, and the reason I did that is because I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so there's no real purpose of me recording on those days. So yeah, I just do those 4 days of recording. But obviously, if it might be nicer for you to have it in one video, I can do that. So I did set up a poll. I'll quickly go find it on my channel actually. Here it is. So it was actually 5 hours ago now. This is midday, as you can see here. And a lot of you so far have voted for it to be one video, but we'll see what the results are. Obviously, if this video does come out as one video and you're watching this, you already know the answer of what the new format is going to be, basically. So I don't really have to tell you that. Now, I know we're looking at the charts quite late. It's 6 PM right now. You can't see, obviously, the time. Actually, you can in the bottom right-hand corner of my screen here on my chart. You can see it. But we're looking at the charts quite late in the day. It's still Monday, not to confuse you about what day it is, but it's still Monday for me here. And the market has done nothing all day. If I just clear the drawings here, we can see the market has been just moving sideways. It opened, let's see, it opened here. This is where it opened, and this is where it's finished on Monday. So it's moved pretty much no distance at all during the entire day. And the reason I'm looking at the charts now, even though there's clearly no setups for me to take or anything like that, the reason being is because I want to express to you my bias and what I'm looking for this week. I think it's important you know in advance what I'm looking for, as you can sort of hold me accountable if I'm taking random trades and stuff like that. Because one thing I love about doing YouTube to all of you watching at home and interacting with each of you on a personal level is that you hold me very much accountable to my trading, and I get comments telling me what I'm doing wrong and also how I can improve my system to better my results, basically, which is always an amazing thing to hear, and I strongly appreciate it. So the reason I want to tell you what my biases are ahead of time and what I'm looking for in the market this week is so that if I take a trade that I don't really speak about or I'm not planning, you can then say to me or hold me accountable saying, you shouldn't have taken that trade. It wasn't in your plan in the first place, because that is me emotionally trading essentially, when that is really not the objective here. I have a clear set of rules I'm following, and I need to stick to them to hopefully become the profitable trader I really want to become. With that little rant out the way, Euro US dollar. Bigger picture, let's go to the daily very quickly. Bigger picture, I am expecting a big move up on the EU. Now, whether that comes now, like this, or it comes down further before we get it up, who knows, okay? But I know that I'm expecting a bigger move up because of the top-down analysis that I do, and also that the whole community does at We Trade Waves, which I am part of. So I'm looking for mostly buys in the bigger picture. However, you guys know I take trades on the 50-minute time frame, so scalping, there are still some opportunities on the lower time frame, like the 15-minute, for example. Now, this is where it gets a little bit complex, because there are structures you could identify here, but in a way they're a little bit forced. You know, when you're not 100% sure on structures you're seeing and you're trying to sort of push them and force them into your brain and your vision, that's when it's probably best to take a step back, step away from the charts and not trade at all. Sometimes that is the best trade to take, is not a single one. Sit on your hands and wait for a clear setup to actually appear, because in this scenario, I could potentially see a structure like so. This would be my lower degree structure for my impulse, correction. Oh, that's messed up. 2 seconds. I can get the path on, actually, it'll be easier. If I get my impulse up, correction, and my other impulse. So then this will turn into a bigger flat like so, and that'll give me hopefully another drop. Now I could take this, but the reason I wouldn't be looking for something like this is very possible. It could break this top and then sell off. I'm not saying it wouldn't. I actually think it will, in fact. I think it will. But the reason I'm not going to take the trade is because of that bigger picture bias that I just spoke about a second ago, with the fact at any moment this could move to the upside. So unless it's a very clear sell to me, because this one currently isn't the clearest, and I sort of had to force the structure a little bit. So unless it's completely crystal clear, I'm just going to sit on my hands and stay away from the market. Most likely, no trades for Monday, and I'll pick this back up Tuesday morning. I'll see you guys there. Guys, we did it. Look at that. Oh, focus. Come on, focus. Not on me. There we go. 1,000 subscribers. I just would like to thank every single one of you that is part of this channel and part of this community. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the journey. I know it's not been the best. The couple of months I've been doing this, I think I started it, I believe, in July or August. I can't remember off the top of my head, but obviously I've been doing this FTMO journey a lot longer than that period of time, but it's been absolutely amazing and an honor to have you coming along the way with me and seeing the ups and downs of this journey. Now, obviously, I'm pretty much still nowhere closer to passing the challenge, but I am going to pass it. I can promise you that. I'm going to pass this challenge because I believe my risk management is, not to toot my own trumpet, pretty incredible. I've been able to maintain this one account and not blow any of the rules in it for over a year now. So I've been able to keep my cool, keep my strong mentality intact, while going through the process of having a total of about 3 or 4 different trading systems and strategies through that period of time, and ups and downs and such. And I can only think of it being up from here. I can't see myself going backwards. So as long as I stick with it and don't give up, I will improve and then eventually get to passing that phase 1, phase 2, and then even getting a payout, and you'll be here for the entire journey and you'll be able to see it is truly possible. So yeah, and obviously if you're not subscribed already and you're not one of those 1,000 people, make sure to subscribe to not miss out on my FTMO journey that I'm going through and the true side of a trading journey from just a regular person. Now, if you want to know what I do for a job, someone actually commented asking what I do for a job, and I'm not going to say the specific job I do for my income, because obviously trading doesn't make me any income at the moment, but I'm not going to tell you my full job because this is the internet and there are some wacky people out there. I don't want to risk that stuff, but I will say my job is in retail. I'm in a customer facing role and I get close to basically minimum wage for my work. I work between 20 to 30 hours a week on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday just to pay the bills, but trading is my true passion and my dream to become a full-time trader. So then later on down the line, I can quit that job and just do this and also YouTube full-time and make greater content for you. So yeah, all of you 1,000 people out there, you're a real one. I appreciate all the support, much love, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Quick little update on the chart here. EU is pretty much doing what I thought so far. Obviously, it might not go exactly how I thought it would in the next day or two, but as of now, we're getting exactly what I thought. So we're getting that downside that I did say from about this level. Sorry about the heavy movement. But we need to see if it will break that bottom and give us a new low or not. But again, like I said, let me turn on the light. It's insanely dark. There we go, much better. Anyway, like I was saying, yesterday, which you've already seen that if you're watching this, I did say that we're probably going to get another drop, but obviously it's not 100%, it's just my guess, essentially, and probabilities. But my bigger picture bias is obviously heavy upside for the euro against the dollar. But who knows when that will come? That is the true hard part to predict, is when that will actually come in the market, because we can't be sitting there waiting for this giant move to happen when we're looking on the daily time frame. When if I'm scalping and looking on the 15-minute, it's always good to keep that in the back of my head and knowing what the higher time frame bias is, but I can still scalp and sell it for the moment. But I just need to be very much aware of the possibility at any point it could just shoot to the moon basically. So if I see any clear structure, I'll be taking it for more sells, but until that point, just sitting on my hands and staying out the market completely. Bit of a late start actually today. I didn't wake up until 6:30. I know it's still early, but that's quite a lot later for me. In fact, when I usually wake up around 4. So 6:30 is quite a late start for me. And the reason being, last night me and my girlfriend went to go see Gladiator 2 at the cinema, and we didn't get out until 11 basically, so I wanted to get some more sleep. But it was absolutely incredible. I'd strongly recommend watching it if you've seen the first one, or even interested in gladiators and Rome in general basically. So it's very, very good. But yeah, EU has actually not done exactly what I said. Yesterday, you'll know that I said EU is moving how I thought, and it sort of did in a way. It started to, but then it rejected it later on in the evening and went in the opposite direction. So it's now broken high and it's made a new top. But we need to see what comes for today. We do have CPI for the pound actually today. Even though it's not directly related to the euro-US dollar, it still could have some heavy correlation in that area. So we just need to watch out and see basically what we have for today. Okay guys, I had to come back in. It's disgustingly cold outside. My hands were completely freezing. It was absolutely insane, so I had to cut that a bit short outside. We're pretty much 10 minutes straight after I just spoke to you on that video outside, and look at EU. It is dropping. So you guys know very recently, or earlier in this video even, I mentioned I thought it could drop from this level, break this low. I mentioned that because of this structure that I was seeing internally, which would make a bigger structure. I'll actually change the color for this one so it's easier to see. So the internal is the white one, and then the external is the yellow one. So the external structure will be like so, and the internal one is the white one. That might not make any sense if you're not part of the WeTraders community, but you have internal and external waves essentially. And if you want to learn any more about that, you can join the WeTraders community. I have an affiliate link below if you're interested to learn to trade properly. But if not, and you're happy to trade the way you were, that's absolutely okay. And keep doing what you're doing, because if it works, and no one can judge you on that basically, okay? So even if you're trading completely differently than I am, but you are profitable, that is amazing, because I'm currently not profitable. So if anything, you're actually a step ahead of me at the moment. But currently, with EU falling like so, we're on the 1 hour chart currently. So today, what I'm actually looking for is just an extension of this structure. So the internal for me is now changing to this as an internal, and then my correction will be this area here for my downside. So it's still intact, the same structure and the same corrective structure is still intact. It's just extended a little bit basically to the upside before getting a drop. If it does give us that drop, that is. Obviously, if this just comes down here and does something like yesterday again did like that, then we have something extremely complex in the making, and I am not educated enough to even know at that point. So I'm gonna have to refer to my seniors in the group to help me out on that one also. But currently, if this does drop and break this low, keep falling like this throughout the day, then I will look at that structure that I just drew for you, and then I'll be potentially looking for more sells. Now, the reason I say potentially is because, like you guys know, if I go on the daily and zoom out a little bit, I am expecting a big move up very soon. I am expecting it to take this low, however. That's what I am expecting. I'm expecting it to come take this low one more time, or take the low at all actually. So come take this low before we get any upside. So because of that, even if it comes down here, breaks this low on the 1 hour chart that I was just showing you, I could still potentially look for short-term sell positions, but you'll have to be very short-term. I don't want to be holding it for a long period of time. So if I do look for anything, first of all, the setups will have to be very clear for me. I don't want to have to force structures in the market. I want it to be very crystal clear that there is a setup there for me to take and actually execute it properly. I do apologize that it's been very slow at the moment with my trading, and I haven't really taken any trades, for that matter of fact, in basically 2 weeks now. But the reason being is because there simply isn't any setups I see. I'm not going to force and take trades just because I'm documenting this on YouTube, because
that'll be me basically not trading authentically. The whole point of this channel and these videos that I'm creating is that you can see the authentic side of my trading. And one thing that I'm learning to be very good at is develop patience in my system and in my strategy. So there will go periods like this where obviously the circumstances are a bit different at the moment with Donald Trump slowly going into office in January. So there's a weird time period now where the markets in a way are misbehaving. They are still giving setups that I can see clearly, but they just aren't the cleanest. And obviously, because I'm trading on the 50-minute time frame, sometimes the lower degree is even more messy because they're even more manipulated, basically. So I have to just be extra patient during these periods of time, and then going into next year, maybe even late December, there'll be much more setups that I'll be able to see, and the market's become a lot more clear to me. So patience is key in this situation, instead of just forcing trades and losing because I'm not following my plan.
Good morning, Kishore. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How about yourself? Yeah, it's freezing. It's -2 where I am. Okay, guys, it is about 5 p.m. on Thursday. I haven't basically recorded anything today. It's been pretty boring. I just went out to the shops and done some cleaning around the house. So obviously you guys don't want to see me clean a toilet and clean a shower because obviously that's not entertaining to do with trading. But nevertheless, EU has fallen, broken the bottom where I initially thought. So we might be getting the move I thought, but again, pretty much untradeable. I haven't taken a trade now in 3 weeks. It's a weird point in time where, I mean, during these patches, I really sit and consider if I should really be trading one pair or not. And the trading system I have in place and the strategy I use, it's in a way a little bit restrictive because the We Trade Waves concept allows you to trade a lot of different ways, and it's up to the individual trader to pick how they want to trade essentially and what parts they want to use and what they don't want to use. So I made a trading plan based on their concept and picked EU and backtested it and such and such. But during these points of time, I think it's very crucial to just be extra patient. You know, I need to be very patient with waiting for my setups, waiting for it to play out, because either I can jump into the market and risk money where I don't see setups and lose and get annoyed at myself because I'm not following my plan, or I can just learn to be patient and disciplined, which every trader needs to be at points in time, and stay out the market. So it's been 3 weeks now, I haven't taken a trade. I actually opened a 0.01 lot on EU just for 5-10 seconds because with FTMO, if you leave your account going too long without a single trade, I think it's just under a month or a month, they close the account for being inactive. So I do that every so often just in case that does get hit to make sure the account doesn't get closed. So open a trade and close it very quickly. That's a little tip for you as well. If you're in a situation like this, you don't actually have to take a trade. You can just open a 0.01 lot and close it really quickly. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been a bit of a boring week. I apologize, no trades were taken, but patience is key, and I will pass this challenge for every single one of you at home. Thank you so much for watching the video. It's been Glaze. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.